Hey, what's to YouTube fam? It's your girl TK, and I am at home vlogging y'all. And I decided that I wanted to get online real quick and speak to you guys about Barack Obama, the 44th president of the United States, in his book, A Promised Land, chapter 27, where he is going to be talking about the execution of Osama bin Laden. Now, in this video right here, I wanted to give you a synopsis of why Mr. Barack Obama decided to go after bin Laden. Now, the first thing I want you guys to note is that 9/11 was real. Okay, that is a state of emergency where people, it was about 3,000 people died. There was bombings, explosions, buildings collapsed. People lost their family members. Okay, a lot of family members, they did not return home from work. It was a thriller in its entirety. So Barack Obama decided, you know what? I wanted to make it my mission to go after Osama bin Laden while he was campaigning for president. Now, once he became president, many people did not believe that he was going to go after Osama bin Laden. But the CIA actually had information on Osama bin Laden that could be useful on locating and eventually executing Osama bin Laden through a courier, Al-Qaeda courier, who said they knew exactly where Osama bin Laden was. Now, before I go forward, I want you guys to know that there's a couple things that I want you guys to note. First thing I want you guys to know is that we're going to be talking the CIA. Next, there's going to be a courier. After that, you're going to be hearing about a pacer. Next, there will be a prayer for relief from FEMA. Also, there's going to be the gift, okay? There's going to be 5 things that you need to be paying attention to. Now, we already discussed the courier, okay? And how the courier was attached to Al-Qaeda, and the Al-Qaeda courier was attached to CIA. Now, this information that the CIA was presenting to Barack Obama was enough for Barack Obama to say, let's find our man. I think this may be enough information to get our man. And they went forward. Now, when they went forward to look and locate Osama bin Laden, there was this tall man. They really couldn't see him, but he would walk around a garden. And he was 6'3", the same height as Osama bin Laden. But again, he didn't really know if that was Osama bin Laden. He just knew his height. And that was enough for Barack Obama to say, you know what? We're going to execute this man. This is enough. But before he decided to execute him, he said, you know, we're going to have to pray for relief. And he did. I don't know if you guys realize it, but in chapter 27, he talks about getting in contact with FEMA. FEMA is a federal emergency management agency, okay? And at the time, he was actually in contact with FEMA due to a hurricane that was happening. So he was going back and forth through locations because of a hurricane. And that's how he prayed for relief. Now, after he prayed for relief, he decided to execute Osama bin Laden. You know, he went into this situation to execute Osama bin Laden blindly. First of all, I want you guys to note that they really didn't know if that was Osama bin Laden. Second of all, they went to another country and they didn't even tell anyone that they were coming into their region. They just knew that Osama was there and they were going to get their man. To me, that right there is a thriller, because what if they kill someone else? What if they put many lives in jeopardy? Anyhow, after Osama bin Laden was killed, after Osama bin Laden was killed, Barack Obama received a gift. Now, I'm going to pick up the Promised Land again. Do you see the gift that Barack Obama received? Do you see it? If you guys don't know that gift, I want you guys to note that it was the American flag. Now, before you guys even move and stop this video, I want you guys to know that there's a couple things that we've been talking about that are attached to the federal government. The first thing is the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. The second was a courier. If you guys don't know, if you were to look at it from a federal government standpoint, the courier is the USPS. Okay. The next thing I want you guys to note is the pacer. Now, what is a pacer by definition? Well, the pacer deals with court records. So I wanted to give you the name of it. It's the Public Access Court Electronic Records. That's what pacer stands for. Then we talked about FEMA. Well, FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Agency. And then there's the American flag. All of this is connected to the federal government. His assassination, the assassination of Osama bin Laden was intentional, but it's also attached to a thriller. 911 dispatcher, state your emergency. How in the fudge is the federal government all attached to the death of Osama bin Laden when there was not enough information to even go after and execute this man? It's a thriller in its entirety. Peace, love, and happiness, guys. Bye.